Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my final trade paperback review for the most recent released trade in the Walking Dead comic book series. This one is for The Walking Dead Volume 23, Whispers into Screams. Okay, and spoiler warning, if you guys have not read the Walking Dead Trade Volume 23 yet, Whispers and Screams, you're definitely going to want to go ahead and read it before you watch this review. So this is the last one. This marks all of them for you guys. You guys wanted it. You guys asked me. You said, Trev, we want to see you do the rest of the Walking Dead Trade paperback series all the way to current date. So I said, all right, let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. So that's all of them until Volume 24 is released. This is every single one. If you guys want to see them in the channel, you can watch any one from Volume 1 all the way through up to current date with Volume 23. And then when 24 is released, if you guys want to see me continue, write it in the comments below, and I will continue if enough people want to see it. Because I'll probably buy it anyway, but whether or not I buy it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to actually do the reviews for it, because it takes like half an hour to do one of these videos for you guys. So if you guys don't enjoy it, if you don't want to see it, I just won't do it. So write it in the comments below if you want to see that me continue with those. I'll probably continue collecting them since I've bought all 23, so to stop now would be like, what? You know, you buy the rest, you just continue, you know, as long as The Walking Dead goes on. Pretty cool to have, you know, any part of the series I can reference for comparisons between the TV series and the comic book series whenever, you know, whenever I like. Yeah, so if you guys want to buy this, some people ask me, where can I buy them from? You can buy them on thewalkingdead.com. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. They've been really cool. They actually featured 2 of the videos from the channel in thewalkingdead.com without me even having to ask. They just did it. So that's awesome, man, that they would really do that. And I'm going to, you know, to thank them for that, I'm going to include a, you know, point in my videos to point any new viewers to definitely check out the official WalkingDead.com. And also, you know, a huge shop there with all kinds of Walking Dead merchandise, including these trades. You can buy them all there, as well as, you know, figures and all kinds of different stuff. So, yeah, so let's get into talking about the actual trade itself. This one is a Carl trade. You can even see him, he's right there. Walking Dead, you can see him, he's pointing, he's like, you know. And this one is really a Carl trade. This one, of course, after A New Beginning. Carl's got some girl problems. You know, specifically 3. He's got this girl from Alexandria that sends him a love letter now that he's gone to the Hilltop for blacksmith training and apprenticeship. And she basically sends him a love letter, named Anna. Then, of course, we have Sophia, who he hasn't seen for a very long time. And, you know, after the time skip and that, they grew up together. They grew up in the zombie apocalypse together now. And they've got a really close bond, so that's nice to see. And then we get to see him with this new girl who is a member of the Whispers that Jesus Paul Monroe captures and brings back for questioning, Lydia, which is cool as well, too. We also find out that Eugene knows that Rosita is pregnant, but he tells her, he instructs her not to tell anybody. So it's going to be his, basically. He's going to let everybody know that it's his, even though it's not. You have the Whisperers who take the member of, is it Dante? The one who fought with the others before with the shotgun. The Whisperers got him at gunpoint. And then we also have Jesus and Darius, who are out looking for Dante. And basically they get jumped by a bunch of Whisperers that have been tracking them. And they get knifed, or at least a couple of them do. Obviously Paul doesn't, he fights them off. But here's Darius getting absolutely ganked and knifed in the side. Then you have Paul afterwards, who basically fights his way out. At this point here, you can pretty much tell that he is the best, you know, hand-to-hand fighter in The Walking Dead, is Paul Monroe. He's really deadly with a sword. He fights through a bunch of Whisperers and kills them all, basically, without too much trouble. Yeah, and even managing to take one of them captive and, you know, afterwards bring her back for questioning, which is pretty awesome. Who, you know, she says, don't kill me. Back at the Hilltop, by the way, this one has like no Alexandria in it, hardly at all, hardly any Rick at all. We have one of the best, most exciting parts for Carl in the entire series, as you have Sophia and Carl who are hanging out, and these 2 rambunctious punks who, like bullies, hit Carl in the back of the head with a brick, just out of nowhere when they're just hanging out. Crazy, man. So Sophia fights back, and you get the two of them against Sophia, and they're going to basically attack her and possibly do some things to her, if you know what I mean. Carl grabs a shovel and beats them to what seems to be about an inch of their life. Pretty much almost kills them. He even says he thinks he kills them when they find Maggie. He says, 2 boys attacked us. I think I killed them. Right here. I think I killed them, man. Crazy stuff. You got Sophia. She's passing out. Oh, man, so exciting. So Maggie takes her, puts Carl in a cell for a bit to find out what the hell's going on, because he almost killed these 2 kids and what happened. She finds out that he did it in defense because they attacked him with a brick, and Gregory brings up the idea that the parents of the kids could possibly kill Maggie. Carl, while he's in this little prison cell, meets Lydia. Okay, so... so you have all of that, and basically they strike up a pretty quick bond out of nowhere. He even gives her the infamous, sheriff hat, which is right there in the display, the Rick hat. Also, this Carl over here has it on. Oh, right there, boom. Hard to point it out sometimes, and you can see him. He's got it right there. That figure has the Rick hat too. So that one, he gives her that one, the lucky hat. And she does survive, and Carl is instructed to basically babysit her. And quickly, what we find out is that the two of them strike up a very close bond, and they sleep together. After that, the Whisperers find the Hilltop. They go there, and basically you have Alpha, who is the leader of the Whisperers, who wears the skins as well as the rest, that trades a couple members of the Hilltop for her daughter, who is Lydia, that Carl now cares for because he's done it. So, so Carl, in the end, decides that it's worth it for him to go ahead and leave the Hilltop and go after what would now be his long lost love, so to speak. Except it's not long, so it's more like lost love. And you have him looking out as he heads out on his badass journey to rescue his, Chica. Crazy. His is just, wow, amazing. So, really, really like this trade a lot, man. This one is so exciting. Here's the one with Carl and her, and they're kind of separated, This one is great because it really deviates from what we're used to. It reinvents The Walking Dead again. Instead of focusing on Rick all the time, here's Alpha as well too. You can see her right there taking her skin off, her zombie skin. Instead of it focusing just on Rick as usual, and his point of view, we really get a more worldwide sense because you have the different communities, which we've had before. But in this trade specifically, it doesn't hardly concentrate on Rick at all. Like, he gets almost no time. Most of the time is spent on Carl, what's going on the Hilltop, the Whisperers and all that, and it's so exciting. The sword fights and between the Whisperers and the others, just really, really, really exciting. What happens with Carl, awesome stuff. So I really love this trade. I mean, if you like Carl, also there was this cover from it. That this was around the time you guys remember this cover. This has to be Charlie Adler's best cover, or one of his best covers. If you ask me what is my favorite cover from all The Walking Dead, this might be it right here. This is, oh man, what number is that? Oh, I got to find that afterwards. So cool. You just see him, and he's just so serious and just so angry and everything. He's kind of like part governor, part Rick, and part Negan all put together. Little badass. So I just love that, man. So in terms of the score for this one, I would give this one a 9.5 out of 10. It's really exciting all the way through, and it's completely different from what we're used to prior. And for that, I love it. I love to see Carl. I love to see where he's at right now in the series, his relationships with Sophia and this new Whisperers girl, Lydia. And just everything that's going on in this trade is just, man, it's really a good read, and it's really a lot of fun for people that like Carl. If you don't like Carl, you won't like it. It's pretty much all there is to it. If you only like Rick, then you won't like this one. But if I had to pick between the TV series version of Carl and the comic book series version of Carl, it's a no-brainer. The comic book series version right now is so much cooler than the TV series version. It's unbelievable, I mean, the TV series version, they have hardly focused at all on how badass he is. And in the comic book series, they have brought him full tilt badass, full tilt badass kid, legendary badass kid. who all the other members, all the other kids in the communities talk about how badass Carl is, and are so afraid of him that if they're going to jump him, they do so by hitting him with a brick instantly. They don't waste any time. They're like, "This is Carl. Grab that brick because we're going to need it." You better initiate with it too, because if we don't, knock him out right away, and even then they still lose. Awesome, man. Do I need to say anything else? Awesome. So yeah, like I said, if you want to buy it, if you want to buy the others, you can buy them on thewalkingdead.com. I would highly recommend, reading the comic book series. For people that just watch the TV series, you can watch my reviews all the way through if you want to know what happens afterwards and, how things differ from the TV series. There's a lot of differences, but if you watch all these trade reviews all the way through till now, you'll have your best understanding that you could, aside from buying them and reading them yourself. And in some ways, you might have even more insight by watching my reviews of these. So definitely check them out if you guys have any other favorites from all the others that have been released. And that's it for you guys, man. That's all I got for Walking Dead comic series right now. Maybe I could do some predictions or stuff like that, but right now, that's all of them until Volume 24 gets released. So if you want to see the review for 24, write it in the comments below. Let me know. Seriously, guys, because I'm not quite sure. People aren't really watching these trade reviews that much. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't continue. I don't know. You guys let me know what's up. You let me know what you want to see, and I'll go forward with that. So, because if I buy it, I'm not going to put half an hour into reviewing it if no one's going to watch. Right? It doesn't make sense. It's for you guys, really. So it doesn't make sense for me to do it. I'll just read it on my own, and that's it. So yeah. So that's it. If you guys like these, I hope you did. Go ahead and thumb up the video below. If you want to support the channel, please share it. Please favorite it. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to go ahead and subscribe. That's it for this review, guys. That's it for all the trade reviews until we get some more. And send me your other video suggestions for what you want to see next. That's it for this one, guys. I'll see you for the next one. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.